Righto, here we go. Another week of Undergrowth TV. The great James Phelps has come with the noise, all the stuff going on at the present in the rugby league world. How you going, buddy?
Yeah, good, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Looking good.
Thanks, mate. You look
Like
good
the stuff
yourself?
with Jack Black. Bit of a...
Yeah, you're looking good. Geez, you look good. What's all that about? What
Gets two men just sharing
about me? I'm
Oh, you're looking
bowl of
pretty
ham
good too.
sandwiches.
I mean, you're doing all right.
a
Yeah.
bowl of ham sandwiches. Hey, boys, you smell like a beer?
I'd love one. You got one? Yeah.
Wait up!
Thank you. Waiter. Cheers.
Thanks, waiter. Cheers. Cheers, boys.
All the best, guys.
It's a home brew, this one.
Is it?
Yeah. Until we get a beer sponsor, we'll just have home brews on here and not plug them.
Got a bit of a kick. That's 6%.
Well, boys, what's going down? Talk to me.
Let's get straight to it, and that's we've got the judiciary tonight. We've got David Clemmer who's going up. He's facing a 2-week ban for pushing refs. Now, it's become a bit of an issue over the last few days because the fans have gone through it. We've got 2 million odd out there that have got Foxtel now with their replays and their go. They've gone over and done the job that the match review committee should have done, and they found another 4 instances of players touching refs. So we found, we found Trent Merrin, Corey Norman, James Roberts, and then we also had that case in the Nines where Jalen Feeney threw a ball at a ref and didn't get penalised. Now it looks like the NRL's come out. They've decided it's an issue. And they've just started slapping players randomly with bans. And of course, old Clem's copped it and he's facing 2 weeks out. Now, we've got to get that straight. It's not because of the actual incident, it's his 90% loading. So he's being penalised for previous offences. But is it fair that he gets done for what you saw the other night and other players don't even get charged?
Is it been labelled pushing, has it?
It has. It's touching the referee. I mean, it's been outlawed.
What do you reckon, Dad?
Well, I used to coach a team and I told them to always, if they were near the referee when they were going back in defence, just put your hand on him and say, I'm with you, ref, I'm with you, ref. Just sort of a nice touch. I used to tell my players that. And that's all it was, the Clemmer, that I could see.
Yeah.
It was just a touch. It was just everything's okay.
That's a pretty cool tactic in terms of, taking the attention away from him, maybe seeing other people offside. If you touch him, he's like, oh, yeah, okay, you're onside, gotcha. But I think as pussy as it all looks, and they're only touching him, there's no malice in it, I guess there has to be a line drawn because otherwise it becomes too grey and then you've got to go into case by case and say, that was being a smart ass, that wasn't. If they just go no touching, I understand, it's the easiest way to go about it.
The big news out of this for Bulldogs fans is he is going in to front the charge. He's looking to get off. Now, I can reveal that his defence is going to be in part Ben Cummings. So apparently Cummings has told people that he didn't even feel it. He had no issue with it. And until the charge came up and people started asking him about it, that he didn't even know he'd been touched. So the Bulldogs are aware that Ben Cummings feels like this, and I'm sure they're going to raise it in his defence. They might even get him in and ask his opinion. But, I mean, if the referee doesn't have a problem with it, should there be a suspension? Or is it just a law that we need in? You can't touch them, black and white. If that's the case, bring these other blokes into account.
How long has it been happening for? It's only the last few weeks that it's been prevalent, sort of
It
thing?
is, and it's typical NRL. They've decided that, here we go, let's get this out of the game. And they started slapping players with bans. I think the right approach, and the simple approach that wouldn't have created this mess, would have been to give the pictures after 2 or 3 rounds to me, the paper, the Daily Telegraph. We could play You're on Notice, put all the pictures up. This will be outlawed. The next person to touch is going to be caught with, a ban. But don't just start rubbing them out. Make it known that it's going to happen. Give them a chance. And give them a little grace period to get rid of it, so we don't have, this ridiculous case where Clemmer might be missing for 2 weeks for giving a bloke a pat.
And that's all it is. It's a pat. It's a soft touch.
It is, but it can look demeaning if, like for instance, say the other night, James Roberts, he pat the fella on the back, the ref on the back for making the right decision in his eyes. It's a little bit like, good on you this time. I can see why they have to have a rule on it. But like James said, put it in the paper, put it all over the media. This is from now on not acceptable, and then if you do it, you're a dickhead. And you get
the problem they've ran into is they've decided the way they're going to get rid of it. And I agree, no touching the referee. There's no need at all.
You boys don't
but
like
they're going to rub it out by just suspending players. And the fact is that the review committee haven't done their job properly, and they've only caught half these incidents, which isn't acceptable.
Yeah.
So the smarter way would have been to put all the players on notice. So this is what's going to happen. We're outlawing it. Okay, you've got a grace period. we'll pull you up and warn you that you've done it and say, look, this would have been a week, this would have been a charge.
Absolutely.
All right, sort it out. And then when that date comes in, properly go over every game. You don't have to be a genius to sit there and look at those cameras and see if a touch has taken place. Black and white, you've touched him.
Yep. Definitely,
Right.
definitely
Face
has to
the
be a
music.
ruling, but I really like your idea. That's good. Put them all on notice. The warning's there. From now on, if you do it, you're out.
I think generally people knew you're not allowed to touch the referee,
Yeah.
but I mean there's situations because the referee's so involved with the game now, and it's an important part of. There's so many cameras on him.
Yeah.
So it gets seen. Everything gets seen.
The thing is, we've got a rugby league rule book that's this big. Okay, there's rules in there that we break every week. Scrums. Okay, and it's a matter of what rules are we going to enforce. And the NRL kind of goes through that book at the start of each year and goes, oh, here's a rule that we haven't enforced properly. We're bringing that in. Let's go. And
Righto.
you need to show some common sense, I think.
Well, that's it. Common sense. Put them on notice. Bang. Line in the sand drawn. From then on, you're in trouble if you touch a ref. After the game, shake their hand. Throw an elbow in if he's been dodgy. But during the game, no good.
Well, let's see how Clemmer goes tonight, and hopefully it's not an issue going forward.
He should be right. He'll be right.